Good morning. Welcome to Monday Mindset. Happy Labor Day to everybody out there. It is an amazing day. Got back from Dallas last weekend, or I should say last week. Got back over the weekend. So was in Dallas all week at a real estate conference. Pretty amazing time. I just felt I'd get on here on Labor Day. I can't believe it's already Monday again. And share with you some of my key takeaways from at this conference. So you guys know we do a ton of conferences. We'll probably go to, 65 conferences this year. And selling at a booth, what are the things that I've learned selling at a booth that have taught me over the, what's up, Joe? Good to see you, brother. Over 65 conferences, what have I learned selling at a booth that I think you can apply? And then just get on here to wish you guys happy Labor Day. I'm reminded of the quote that says, nothing works unless you work. So hopefully you're enjoying a day of rest today with family and doing some work to prepare yourself for this week. But nothing works unless you work. And then I'm also reminded, when you think about Labor Day, I'm reminded of you never work a day in your life if you do what you love. So I hope you have found passions that you love to pursue. And that really leads me to my first point of selling at a booth. So we signed up, 124 new clients at this real estate conference down in Dallas, Texas last week. And there was tons of booths there, tons of vendors. And the number one thing that always blows my mind, because you spend 20 grand, 30 grand, 10 grand to be at these trade shows as a vendor. It's not cheap. They actually charge you, and then you have to pay for your hotel and your travel, and you're flying people out. So it's a very expensive endeavor. And I am shocked how many salespeople sit behind their table. How many salespeople even stand up, but they don't engage? In the first rule to sales, as I think about, how do you get better at sales? How do you close more deals? If you're trying to close more insurance sales, you have to bring an energy and a passion to what you're doing, enough that it enthuses you to get out from behind your table. So you might not be selling at a booth or a seminar or something where you have a physical table, but I want you to picture the table that you're putting in front of yourself, operationally, scared of rejection, whatever it is that's keeping you from bringing that energy on the phone or from whatever sale you're doing. You have to get out in front of that physical table. You cannot let that table stop you from bringing the energy and engaging people. First rule of sales is you can't close anybody if you don't talk to them. You've got to talk to more people. And I'm just blown away. It is crazy to me how many of these companies spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and they never get out from behind the table. They never get out in front of the table. So you got to bring the energy and get out in front of the table. Second thing that I've learned from doing these conferences that have translated to on-the-phone sales that maybe can help you. You must state your intention and you must get to the point quickly. In today's societies, people's attention span is so limited. Think about the TikTok society, right? We're swiping really quick. We want the 5-second, 10-second clips. You got to get to the point. Nobody wants to be sold, but everybody wants to buy. So how do you share with them what you're bringing to the table? And I remind my sales teams all the time, it's like, guys, what is Sales 101? Sales 101 is people have an achieved desired result they want. They want to achieve this desired result, and they have a pain point that's keeping them from this desired result. You have to find out what that desired result is, and you have to make sure you know the pain point, because Sales 101 is what? We have a value proposition that's inserted in between the pain point and the valued result, and we can help you achieve this desired result by eliminating these pain points. So often what people do is they dance around the point, they elaborate, they feature sell, they data dump on people, and they don't realize that sales is simple. They have a desired result they want. They have pain points that are keeping them from that desired result. How does your value prop be inserted in there to eliminate the pain points and to help them achieve that desired result? And if you can showcase that in a matter of seconds, then you can win the business. Don't feature sale, because that unfortunately will just fatigue the call. It will fatigue the sale. People don't want to hear all about your features. They want to hear about how you can get them their desired result and eliminate the pain points that they're facing. And so I'm reminded out on the road of this often. Why? Because You don't have a lot of time. You have a ton of people coming by. You're grabbing people from walking down the aisle. They don't really want to talk to you, but you have to give them in 30 seconds or less, hey, I know you want referrals. I know what's keeping you from referrals is you're not keeping in touch because you don't have the time, you don't know what to send, you don't know how often to send it. That's exactly what we do, and we're the best in the world at doing it. Give me 30 seconds to frame it up for you. Meaning, if you can be able to emphasize to people exactly what you're bringing to the table for them and exactly the pain points that they experience, then you're going to win. Now, how do you do that? That leads me to my third point. A specialist always outsells a generalist. So a specialist knows the industry. A specialist knows the language. A specialist knows the pain points that their consumer is facing because they've either lived it. This is why you see a lot of entrepreneurs. They were in the business of the business they created. So you see a lot of, past insurance agents have started marketing companies, or past insurance agents have started things to help insurance agents because they lived it. They know how to speak to it because they were a specialist in it. You only become a specialist how? By getting good at your craft and by going deep into the industries that you serve or into the minds of the consumers and the pain points for the consumers that you serve. So a specialist always outsells a generalist. And then last but not least, the last thing I learned on the road that I think can translate to you guys and helping you in your sales as we're celebrating Labor Day here is you must ask for the business. I remember, in Texas last week, we had one of our new employees out there, and he just freaking crushed it. Hayden, shout out to you. Just did an amazing job. But I closed a deal in front of him, and I shared with him, I said, did you notice that person wanted to do that? They wanted to do the business, but they're not going to pull out their credit card for me unless I actually assume the close and ask them for the business. You have to assume the close. You have to roll right in to the close because people aren't going to go, you know what? You sold me. Let's do it. Here's my credit card. Very rarely does that happen. You have to assume the close, and oftentimes that can happen by just assuming the order form. Hey, let me put down your first name. What's your last name? Hey, what email would you want to use for your username? Starting to fill out the order form helps people get comfortable because if they're already sold, they already want to do it. They already understand that you can help them achieve the desired result and overcome the pain points they're facing. They just want it to be easy and convenient. You're making it hard for them when you don't assume the close. When you don't assume that they're going to do it, you don't assume the order form and start filling it out. You're actually making it difficult for them. Why? Because you're making them make a decision, and human beings don't want to make decisions. They want to be told what to do. So there you have it. There are my takeaways from last week in Dallas and going to all these trade shows throughout the year and how that applies to you in your business. One is get in front of your table. Whatever that obstacle is that is keeping you behind the table, sitting on your butt, you got to get up. You got to bring energy. You got to get out there where the people are. You can't close people if you don't have conversations with them. You have to be able to succinctly share your value prop of the desired result that they want and the pain points that you overcome to help them achieve it. And you got to assume the close. If you do that, you will win. And remember, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, as they say. Happy Labor Day. It's an amazing day. Get out there. I'm going to have a barbecue with my family. Hope you guys crush it this week. Get out there and win for your clients, for your family, for your friends. Let's go do it. See you guys.